Lagos State Indigenes in Diaspora asked Governor Sanwo-Olu's administration to adopt England property law. This was stated in a release by the union's president, Mr. Toyin Ibrahim Igbo, and General Secretary, Mr. Olanrewaju Oluwa, and issued by the union's Publicity Secretary, Engineer Kayode Ajayi, on Friday. Lagos State indigenes residing in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and other foreign lands have urged the state governments under the leadership of Babajide Sanwo-Olu to adopt the England property law to favor the indigenous residents over others in the state. This was stated in a release by the union's president, Mr. Toyin Ibrahim Igbo, and General Secretary, Mr. Olanrewaju Oluwa, and issued by the union's Publicity Secretary, Engineer Kayode Ajayi, on Friday. The statement claimed that the domestication of English property law would lay to rest the lingering issue of Lagos is no man's land. According to the union, an interest in land and real estate in England can be held under freedom or under freehold or leasehold ownership, with the freehold being the highest category of ownership in England and Wales, and in most situations virtually conferring absolute ownership. Leasing rights grants exclusive possession and use of land for a set length of time. The statement says a real estate owner in England can also give non-exclusive rights, known as a easement, to third parties to use the land, such as granting a right of way. If correctly registered, easements are binding on any future owners of the property. The transfer of real estate to a purchaser must be recorded in writing on a form specified by His Majesty Land Registry. Literally, land in Lagos State should be sold to an interested person or persons or group of persons as lease for a period of 100 years, after which the property is subject to review. With this law, indigenes will retain right of full ownership of the land in the state, the union said. The union continued, Lagos indigenes are selling their land to immigrants due to lack of good jobs to cater for their families. Even where jobs are available, they are given to non-indigenes, leaving the indigenes to sell their land or properties for survival or join the Japa syndrome that have befallen the country, while others have become touts, miscreants, and agberos. Thank God, see, they are even exposing their own weakness. So now only Lagosians and only they get a poverty problem. So that they use the money to the japa. So some of you don't japa. Of course, you sold your land, you sold everything. A situation where local government jobs are being given to non-indigenes in atrocious to the indigenous people of Lagos. The state civil service is full with non-indigenes as staff, while indigenes from the indigenes roam the streets. If this continued, Lagos indigenes will be decimated in the state, and they will not have a place to call their own in the near future. Governor Sanwo-Olu and Lagos lawmakers should ensure the land and interests of Lagos indigenes are well protected, the union added. When I heard this and hear people saying, it does not matter, the whole thing is talking about everybody in Yoruba land, the Southwest, that if you are Southwest, automatically you are an indigene. But forget what these people said, that who are the indigenes? How many indigenes, how many non-indigenes are occupying the seat of power in Lagos? Tell me. Apart from the Igbo and some few individuals, very tiny few individuals that they gave a commissioner. That's all. So how many apart from the Igbo that only una know the worth of the Igbos, that's why you consider them. Apart from Igbos, which other people from other states that were given opportunity to be in the state assembly or of Lagos? How many? So people are now saying that if you are, because from this way, the way people are talking, some people are saying, oh, forget it, it's not about so far you be Igbo, you know, be Yoruba, all Yorubas now, all of them will come out and be Lagos this thing, because in the same vein that these guys are talking, it's affecting even the Sanwo-Olu himself. Is not a Lagosian. Tinubu is not a Lagosian, because now they are talking about Lagos, so they are not talking about a southwest. So if you are talking about Lagos, they are referring to Lagos. Automatically, they themselves, they have excluded the other Yorubas. But some ignorant people are saying, Igbos. They will still come back and contradict themselves. All these laws demolishing and what have you. They say, oh, because these are dilapidated. Of course, even with their statements and their comments, you know that is not the reason. They will say, let them teach Igbo lesson. Which lesson are you teaching anybody? I don't understand. Well, that is their own cup of tea. And some people are of the opinion that the England that they are talking about, England is not a state. England is a country. When you say United Kingdom, it is countries that make up United Kingdom. And when you want to look at England, you have various, the way they name them is the same way, or they are being structured is the same way we have Nigeria. You have what is it called? You go to Birmingham, you go to Southwest England, you go to Southeast, you go to the London, which is the capital of England. You go to Manchester, you go to Liverpool, and all of those places, they are like states. England is a country. So if you want to talk about that, there's a law in Nigeria. Nigeria is a country just like England. So there's a law in Nigeria that supersedes all those nonsense things that you guys are talking about. It's always good when you start it. You don't even know the ripple effect of what you are starting. Let them start. Let us start all those nonsense. And it's a pity that those who are supposed to know better, where these people who are raising the Japa, or they sold their land to Japa. So that is the reason why the thing, they pay them for body, honestly speaking. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.